What's up everyone, this is Achil here, and today I want to talk about 3 mindsets that you can go through in your head just before meeting someone new in the real world. Let's say you're in a cafe or a bar and you see someone that you find attractive, you want to talk to that person. Of course it's difficult, it's kind of scary, and you might not know what to say. And so the very first mindset that you want to make a habit in those moments is to decide that you're going to do it no matter what. Because if you put off that decision, you have time, and in that time your brain will come up with a lot of excuses for why you shouldn't be doing it. And if that happens, well, then you won't do it, and then you will never learn how to do it. Because it's not like you come up with the perfect thing to say just out of nowhere when you've never done this before. You need to do it a few times, and to get that practice, you need to do it even when you have nothing to say and even if the situation is not ideal. So first decide, I'm going to do it no matter what, and that's the first mindset. The second mindset in that moment is to believe truly in that moment that you are a valuable and interesting person. And that's something you can habituate by doing a lot of self-development, by working on yourself, by having an amazing, interesting life. And if you haven't got that feeling yet, well, then there's work to do. But wherever you are in that journey, you can look back at what you've done and say, hey, I've built something, and I'm sure there's someone out there who appreciates that. Not everyone will appreciate it, but I'm just gonna share what I am and who I am, and that's good enough. And so that's really important as a second mindset. I'm giving that person the opportunity to come with me on an adventure, and it's okay if that person doesn't feel like it. I'll go there anyways, and it's exciting for me. And it's just an offer, and so it's not going to be very painful for you if someone rejects a gift that you give them, because wait, you're on your path. You're going to do whatever you want to do in your life anyways. And so that's the second mindset. Just accept yourself as you are. And then the third mindset that you want to keep in a kind of habitual loop in that moment is to say, I give myself complete permission to fail, and whatever happens, whatever this interaction might bring about, I let go of the outcome of it. And I give up control over it. Because when you go and you talk to a new person, it's like a jump into the unknown, and something's gonna come out of you, but you have little control over what you're gonna say in that moment. You're just gonna say whatever comes out naturally. And that is okay. That is who you really are. And you want to let that shine through without trying to judge it, without trying to control it, or trying to improve it. It's not the time to analyze yourself, and it's just the time to show yourself as you are and kind of give up control and say whatever the universe wants from this will happen. And then later on, once you're done with the interaction, you can look back at it and analyze yourself a little bit and see what you could have done better. But in that moment, you just give yourself complete permission to be yourself, and even if it fails, it's no big deal. It doesn't really mean anything about you. It could have hundreds of different reasons. So once again, the 3 mindsets. The first one, decide that you're going to do it, because without that decision, you're not going to do it, you're not going to learn, and nothing's going to change. Second, accept yourself. Love yourself in that moment as you are, and say, I'm gonna give value, I'm gonna show myself and offer my life to someone else, at least a part of that life. And then third, simply accept that whatever is gonna happen will happen for a reason, and it's now not really up to you anymore. There's some kind of bigger force involved. The universe has a role to play. This other person is completely outside of your control. You have no idea what state they're in. And so whatever happens will happen, and you can accept that without having to cling, having to hold on to a specific outcome that you want from it. So keep those 3 things in mind when you meet a person next time, and your interactions will improve a lot, and you will actually learn how to find your own style, to communicate naturally without having to memorize any lines or having to put on some kind of fake identity. Good luck.